Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out these headlines we have for you today. We're going to be talking about Twitter, eToro, stocks and crypto, all inside the app. Is there a Ripple connection? We're going to take a look at it. Mastercard, and how about a possible Ripple connection behind that as well? And how about a new all-time high for XRP, $4.50 plus? How about somebody roll that beautiful intro?
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow us on Twitter and YouTube for exclusive content. Right now, it's $1.3 trillion market cap for crypto. The market is up 2% this morning. Good morning, everybody. Bitcoin, 30,300 plus right now. Over $2,000 for Ethereum at the moment, up 6% in the last 24 hours. Tether market cap is $80.8 billion plus. Okay. 51 cents for XRP. We're up 0.9% in the 24-hour. Let's see what we got going on here. I'll tell you what's going on. It's XRP Las Vegas, and it's sold out, ladies and gentlemen. There's no better way to celebrate my birthday today than to tell you XRP Las Vegas 2023 is sold out. And we did it together, and I promise you, we are going to make this an incredible event. I've already started having production meetings with the different panelists that are going to be at the conference on Saturday, and the Friday night VIP experience is going to be absolutely remarkable. It is sold out on both sides. Friday, joining the private group, and Saturday's conference, sold out. That's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. We did it together, and I am so very proud of what we have done, and I can't wait to bring you an incredible experience. Jason Cousins, the CEO of Glint, says gold with Glint Pay offers independence from central bank surveillance and control as CBDC development ramps up. Bank of England hires Bitcoin team. Montenegro partners Ripple for CBDC pilot, and the USA continues its test as it nears the FedNow instant network launch in July. This is one of the things I love about Glint. It gives you the independence from central bank surveillance because of the way it's set up. You can spend your gold, physically allocated gold, just like dollars. And that's the beauty of it. Make sure you check out the link to my sponsor underneath the video. I absolutely love it. No doubt about it. And boy, do we love Elon Musk more and more every day. Look at him challenging. We're going to talk about Twitter and eToro and crypto and stocks in just a moment here. But this is what we're up against. And what we're up against is the challenge of mainstream media creating a narrative, and you need to hear it get shattered like glass by Elon Musk as he destroys this guy with the perfect spontaneous cross-examination from John Deaton here. I tell you, take a listen to this clip. It is remarkable.
Content you don't like or hateful? What do you mean to describe a hateful thing?
Yeah, I mean, just content that will solicit a reaction, something that may include something that is slightly racist or slightly sexist, those kinds of things.
So you think if something is slightly sexist, it should be banned?
No,
is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying anything. I'm saying.
Well, I'm just curious. I'm trying to understand what you mean by hateful content. And I'm asking for specific examples. And you just said that if something is slightly sexist, that's hateful content. Does that mean that it should be banned?
Well, you've asked me whether my feed, whether it's got less or more. I'd say it's got slightly more.
That's why I'm asking for examples. Can you name one example?
I honestly don't use. Honestly, I don't.
You can't name a single example.
I'll tell you why. Because I don't actually use that for you feed anymore. Because I just don't particularly like it.
But you
said a lot of people are quite similar. I only look at
hang on a second.
Following.
You said you've seen more hateful content, but you can't name a single example, not even one.
I'm not sure I've used that feed for the last 3 or 4 weeks. And
then how did you see the hateful content?
Because I've been using Twitter since you've taken it over for the last 6 months.
Okay, so then you must have at some point seen you hateful content. I'm asking for one example.
Right.
And you can't give a single one.
And I'm saying
I say, sir, that you don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes, because you can't give me a single example of hateful content, not even one tweet, and yet you claimed that the hateful content was high.
Well,
that's false.
No, what I claimed...
You just lied.
What I claimed was there are many organizations that say that that kind of information is on the rise. Now, whether it has on my feed or not... I mean, right, and
literally
if you look at something
one.
like the Strategic Dialogue Institute in the UK, they will say that. So
look, people will say all sorts of nonsense. I'm literally asking for a single example, and you can't name one.
Right, and as I've already said, I don't use that feed. But
then how would you know?
I don't think this is getting anywhere.
You literally said you experienced more hateful content, and then couldn't name a single example.
Right, and as I said,
that's absurd.
I haven't actually looked at that feed.
Then how would you know there's hateful content?
Because I'm saying that's what I saw a few weeks ago. I can't give you an exact example. Let's move on. We only have a certain amount of time.
Oh, I bet he does want to move on. Look, you can feel about this however you want to, but what I'll say to this is what I said about it yesterday. You know, that journalist has surrounded himself with a bunch of people that think exactly like he does. He doesn't have a real friend among him. He has a bunch of people that just agree with him in his life, much like a lot of other people do. And it's a shame because when you keep people in your life that are dynamic and unique, you run a real great opportunity. You have a great opportunity to have friends in your life that will challenge you on your BS and still be friends with you afterwards. And if you don't have a friend like that in your life, you end up going on camera and looking like that journalist from the BBC. Now, here's the news we have here. Twitter brings crypto and stock trading to over 350 million of its users, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in. This is courtesy of a partnership with eToro. Now, this gets quite interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we know that, let's just level set for everybody coming in. Got hundreds of people joining every week on the channel, right? So let's level set very quickly here. Twitter filed months ago, Elon Musk, after buying them, to make it a payments platform as well as a social media app. This is really like taking it to what they call a super app level or status, right? Like WeChat, which is used over in the Asia markets by a lot of the citizens in different countries in that region. And it is very successful. So imagine a PayPal, banking app, social media app, all in one. Remarkable. And that's exactly what Twitter's doing. And you can see it's getting deeper with this relationship with eToro to bring that potential and possibilities. Leonidas said back in 2019, with more institutions using XRapid at the time, which now we know is obviously on-demand liquidity, the settlement of XRP through corridors, he said in 2019, and more open corridors, I expect Ripple will announce more XRapid exchanges soon. And then he highlights here in 2019, eToro is one of those relationships. Well, it's interesting because we start wondering, wow, we've been wondering ever since Elon announced that he was going to make a payment app into or out of Twitter, right, as well as social media. Well, this from Digital Asset Investor and goes back to 2019 here. And it's the CEO of eToro at the time here taking a picture with Brad Garlinghouse in 2019. This is quite interesting as well, especially now on the announcement of eToro partnering with Twitter and Elon to make this payments app even greater to buy stocks and crypto. We start wondering, what could it be? Then here's the CEO here again from some time back here with Tony from Thinking Crypto. And he's going to tell you what he thinks Ripple's going to do. And it's quite impressive.
Smart contract focused, much more DeFi focused in ETH. And then you have XRP, which is really about, replacing Swift. And then if Ripple are able to replace Swift, how much are the XRP holders going to benefit from that? And I think that's a very different value proposition. And I can by the way, I can probably go on and on each of the cryptocurrency on eToro, sort of explaining what's the difference between those and the others. But definitely, replacing fiat settlement, whether it's XRP, whether, it's Stellar.
And there you have it. So the plot thickens. This here's the CEO of eToro, founder, and saying basically it's the job of XRP to really and Ripple to replace Swift. Now, I tell you, in the current climate today, There is YouTubers out here that don't like that kind of talk. And you're not allowed to have that kind of talk. And you won't have to go far to find them. You can even see them. Right here is Marcus Treacher, former senior vice president of customer success. Ripple mentions blockchains on the Interledger protocol theoretically can have infinite volume and liquidity model of XRP. XRP was created to serve 7 to 9 billion people. Uh-oh. Somebody called the Twitter police. Somebody called the YouTube influencers who think that you're not allowed to talk about this anymore. Oh, boy. Marcus Treacher, everybody. Let's listen.
We've configured our technology in a way that really fixed the problem of cross-border payments liquidity very, very well. So for the cross-border payment challenge, we've created an open internet model. We call the idea interledger. So interledger, like the internet, supports our Ripple technology globally. And that model does not require a single universal common blockchain. It requires a very open blockchain interconnectivity. And that means that the volume is theoretically infinite. It's like the internet never runs out of capacity. Elements do, but the internet still works because it's inherently decentralized. So Ripple is the same. So we have a decentralized model, which is infinitely scalable. Supporting that, we have our liquidity proposition, which uses XRP, and that's a classic blockchain. But XRP was designed from the outset for transacting. So unlike the likes of Bitcoin, which is like very slow and slows down as you continue to build on volume, the XRP model is very, very, very high speed and very high capacity. So the liquidity part is very adequately served by the XRP model. The wider network we're creating, where if you're really going to create something of value for the 7 billion people in the world or 9 billion by 2050, you've got to have a very open internet type model. And that's what we have with our X-current RippleNet model.
And there you have it. The reality is that how dare anybody tell us that we don't have the right to be enthusiastic or excited about the mission that Ripple is on? Because I believe them. I believe that they will get it done. And it's okay that I do. And it's okay that you don't. But don't tell me what I can do, because I don't tell you that either. That's the problem here. And I tell you something, I do believe Ripple makes a dent in the universe. And I do believe that they get the mission that it was created to serve 7 to 9 billion people in the world. And I ask you this, what other company in your life have you ever heard set out with a goal like this? I love it. Absolutely love it. And I think they got the right people at the helm too. Brad Garlinghouse, Monica Long, David Schwartz as CTO, and everybody else there. Are you kidding me? That is a force to be reckoned with, ladies and gentlemen. And speaking of force to be reckoned with, Stevie Ripple right here says, nice one, take a look at this. Mastercard's cross-border service participating financial institutions can offer customers international payments in more than 60 currencies to over 100 markets covering 90% of the world's population. How are they doing that? Mastercard is collaborating with leading fintechs, Fable Fintech, and PayAll payment systems. That's how. And you know what's cool about that? Stevie Ripple shares here that FableFintech.com says they got Swift support services to assist every step of the cross-border transaction process, Swift automation, and Ripple integration. How about that one, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, it gets better. I love being here. I've never tried to guess when it'll all happen. I'm just excited because I believe them that they will accomplish their goal, no doubt about it. Eggrag Crypto taking a look at technical analysis here. XRP to 90 cent update. The formation is still respecting key support areas, 49 cent, 50 cent range. And it says here XRP next bullish task should flip the red trend line that you can see here into support. Major price targets for XRP must flip starts at 55 cents. If we descend with time, 53 and 51 is what you could watch out for. But looking again, forward motion here, if we see the potential targets met, as just were mentioned here in the tweet before, we could be looking at $2.80 and $4.50. But if we don't meet those things, we could see it retrace all the way back to 33 cents. And we know that that's a line we have seen for a long time if you've been in this space. I couldn't be more excited. XRP Las Vegas is sold out, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be an epic event, no doubt about it. Make sure you click the links underneath the description box. Check out all the sponsors. Check out all the affiliates. Great products and specials there for everybody. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. I'll catch all of you on the next one.